1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On day number 1, God made light. He made the day and he made the night. On day number 2, God made the sky. It's big and blue and way up high. Whoa. Whoa. On day number 3, God made the sea. He made the land, every plant and tree. On day number 4, God made the stars. He put the sun in the sky, super duper far. Whoa. Whoa. God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and he made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On day number 5, God made birds and fish, dolphins and whales and things that go squish. On day number 6, God made animals and bugs, foxes and cubs, all for us to hug. Whoa. Whoa. On day number 6, God also made man. He said it was good and part of his plan. On day number 7, God stopped to rest. He saw what he made, it was his best. Whoa. Whoa. God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and he made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thank you for my hands so I can clap, 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 yeah. Thank you for my feet so I can jump, 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 yeah. Thank you for my voice so I can shout, 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 shout.
everybody. My name is Cindy, and I am glad that you have joined me today for Kids Link. We are starting a new series called In the Beginning, and we are going to study 4 lessons from the very beginning of the Bible. Listen while I read the words from the very beginning of the Bible. It's Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God, do you know the next part? Yes, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God created everything. I have a question for you. If you were a master builder, what would you create? So think about that for a second. If you were a master builder, what would you create? Okay, now shout out your answer. Wow, those are some creative answers. But the Bible tells us that God created everything. God is the master builder. Now, there are other places in the Bible that tell us that God created the heavens and the earth. Back in Isaiah, there's in chapter 40, verse 28, listen to these words, and actually you can follow along on the screen as I read them. It goes like this. Have you never heard? Have you never understood? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of all the earth. He never grows weak or weary, and no one can measure the depth of his understanding. That's in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28. Now, over the next 4 weeks, I want to see if you can memorize that verse. It's a lot of words, I know, but it's best, I think, if we learn it in a song. So if you would stand up now and let's sing the words to Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28.
This song is Isaiah 40:28. Let's start by clapping our hands like this. We're going to sing out, have you never heard, have you never understood? Let's sing this verse together.
Have you never heard? Have you never understood? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of all the earth. He never grows weak or weary. No one can measure the depths of his understanding.
Let's sing Isaiah 40:28.
Isaiah 40:28.
All right, you guys, let's clap our hands again. Good job. Now we're going to sing that again. This time I want you guys to be a little bit louder, okay? We're going to sing, have you never heard? Here we go.
Have you never heard? Have you never understood? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of all the earth. He never grows weak or weary. No one can measure the depths of his understanding.
Sing out Isaiah 40:28.
Isaiah 40:28.
All right, you guys, let's clap our hands. Good job. Now, you guys, this last time we're going to sing it. I want you guys to sing it as loud as you can, okay? So let's sing it out together. Here we go.
Have you never heard? Have you never understood? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of all the earth. He never grows weak or weary. No one can measure the depths of his understanding.
Sing out Isaiah 40:28.
Isaiah 40:28.
Let's sing that out again. Here we go.
Isaiah 40:28.
And a little bit louder. Let me hear ya.
Isaiah 40:28.
Last time, as loud as you can. Sing it out.
Isaiah 40:28.
That was a great job worshiping and praising our Creator God. The next words in Genesis 1 go like this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. So that means that there was nothing there. It was dark and empty. But wait, listen some more. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Now that's really important, and I want you to understand that God was there before the beginning. God was always present, God is always present, and God will always be present. God created everything out of nothing. Now, you and I can't do that. Only our powerful and amazing God can do that. In our Bible story video today, we are going to learn about creation. We're going to figure out and understand what God created, when God created it, and why He created it. Our God is the master builder. So let's watch the video now.
Stories of the Bible. Creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was empty, formless, and dark. But the Spirit of God was there. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And God saw that the light was good. Then He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness night. On the second day, God said, "Let there be a space to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." God called the space sky. On the third day, God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." God called the dry ground land and the waters seas, and God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with every sort of plant and tree." And God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night." God made two great lights, the sun for the day and the moon for the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, and God saw that it was good. On the fifth day, God said, "Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." And God saw that it was good. On the sixth day, God said, "Let the earth make every sort of animal." God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock and small animals, each able to have babies of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, to be like us." So God created man in His own image. He formed man from the dust of the ground. He breathed the breath of life into man, and a man became alive. Then He saw that the man needed a helper, so God put man into a deep sleep, and while he slept, God took one of the man's ribs. Then God made a woman from the rib and brought her to the man.
Hello.
Hi!
Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and rule over it. Rule over the fish in the sea,
Hello, Will.
the birds in the sky,
Hello, Bird.
and all the animals that scurry along the ground." Then God said, "Look, I have given you every plant throughout the earth, and all the fruit trees for your food, and I have given you every green plant as food for all the animals." Then God looked over all He had made, and He saw that it was very good. So the creation of the heavens and the earth and everything in them was done. So on the seventh day, God rested from all His work, and God blessed the seventh day and said it was holy.
What a great story. Creation is one of my favorite stories in the Bible. I am always amazed at how many things God created everything and the detail in which he creates things. Now, God created the first man and the first woman, Adam and Eve. And God gave Adam and Eve a special job to do, and that job was to take care of God's creation. In our teaching video next, we are going to meet the reptile hunter. This is a man named Greg and his cameraman Dan, who go out on adventures looking for reptiles that need help. Greg is taking care of God's creation. Let's watch the video now.
Hey, how's it going? Greg here, professionally trained, officially certified, and FDA-approved reptile hunter. Now, we go on the search for reptiles that are in danger. We bring them back to safety in our reptile reserve. So, come along with me and my cameraman Dan as we go on the hunt for reptiles.
Watch this.
Reptile Hunter, saving reptiles since 2019.
All right, we made it to the Sahara Desert, and we have a really exciting discovery today. We're in search for the African spur-thighed tortoise. Now, I know, it sounds a little scary, but I promise you, there's nothing to fear. The African spur-thighed tortoise is an herbivore, which means it loves these guys, vegetables, and you should eat them too. Now, this spur-thighed tortoise that we're looking for is hurt and in danger. Now, follow Dan and I as I lure it back into safety and bring it to our reptile reserve. Now, come on, Dan. All right, so we're still on the hunt. We still have our trusty vegetables here, and hopefully that tortoise will smell. But in the meantime, we gotta start tracking in different ways. We're looking for footprints now. Now in the Sahara, there's lots of different animals, birds, lizards, giraffes, you name it. But luckily, we have our trusty Tracker Beam 3000.
The Tracker Beam 3000. Cost $3,000. Purpose, tracking things.
Now, the Tracker Beam 3000 will point out the tortoise's footprints. So we gotta know, if we were a tortoise, where would we go? Come on, let's look. Now, the Sahara Desert is one of the hottest places on Earth. It gets less than 1 inch of rain per year, which means this tortoise has gotta find a place to get water. So it gets it sometimes from eating little pieces of grass like this. Just this little piece of grass will give the tortoise enough water to survive. Now, here's the deal. Come look at this. We really gotta test the dirt to see if we can read some of those footprints, because the tortoise right now could be on the run from predators. Small tortoise, they're running from things like vultures and jackals, but the tortoise we're looking for is gonna be way bigger, which means bigger predators, like a lion. Now, we really gotta make sure we're being careful. Dan, are you getting that? I'm getting it, Dan. We got a tortoise. Come on, get the lettuce. All right, let's go. All right, Dan, we're really getting a lot of strong readings here. Now, it's picking up a lot of different footprints, but... Oh, goodness. Dan, an African spur-thighed tortoise. The Tracker Beam 3000 worked, and it brought us right to this guy. Maybe 60, 75 years old, and it looks like he's hungry. So we really gotta get him back to the reptile reserve and see if we can get him some food. Now this guy's probably maybe 50 or 60 pounds, so I might need some help with him. Oh, look at this guy, Dan. Can you see him? Let's go. All right, guys, we made it back to the reptile reserve. And look at this, we got the African spur-thighed tortoise into the reserve. I got some water, Dan got some water, and most of all, we got him some food, and he's loving it. After he ate some lettuce, we put him on the scale and he weighs 75 pounds. That's huge, but we also learned that he can grow up to 200 pounds like some of his friends out there in the wild. But he's still a kid, so he still has more growing to do. But check this out, they can grow up to 200 years old. That is unbelievable stuff. It got me thinking, God is really big. He created me, and he created George. He created everything. Dan, we gotta learn more about it. Come help me move George. Dan! All right, Dan, we gotta learn more. I'm gonna take George back to the reserve. All right, so we got George back and we got our field notes. And check it out, I actually have a verse from the Bible in Genesis 1 right here in my field notes. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground." As humans, sometimes we look at this enormous world of ours and we feel small and unimportant. Other times, we treat the world like it's our own personal playground, as if everything revolves around us. The truth is, neither of these things are true. God created this incredible planet and all the cosmos, but he also created you and me, and he loves you and me. We are created in the image of God. We're just as important to him as the rest of his creation. At the same time, though, he's given us an important responsibility. We have to take care of this world as best we can. Now, I might not be big or strong or smart enough to help every single animal on earth, but it's still important that I can help the ones that I can. We're called by God to be good stewards of his earth, and we can do that by protecting animals in their homes, conserving resources, and throwing away our trash. Now, George might be from the heart of the Sahara Desert, and I might be from Southern California, just like you. But as different as we are, we share a creator who loves us both. So, if you ever feel small or unimportant, remember, you have a Father in heaven who loves you. But in order to take care of his creation, we first need to take care of ourselves. That means doing things like eating healthy, eating our veggies, exercising, and growing in our relationship with God. Remember, we need to take care of all God's creation, and that means taking care of ourselves. So, if you ever see a person or an animal in need, try to share the love with them by helping in any way you can. That's all I've got for you guys today, but keep on coming back, because here at the Reptile Reserve, we'll always have cool animals, and we'll be helping out in the Dan? Okay, we have an emergency. Let's go. Guys, there's an albino Burmese python in Burma. We gotta go. Come on, Dan.
Reptile Hunter, saving reptiles since 2019.
That was fun. Greg and cameraman Dan took care of God's creation. God created you and me, and God gave us that same important job to do, to take care of his creation. Say these words after me. I can take care of God's creation. Let's try it one more time together. I can take care of God's creation. Now, God created us for another purpose, and that purpose is to give him praise. So let's stand up now and sing another praise song to God.
I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Come sunshine or rain, when things don't go my way, still my joy can stay. 'Cause you give me blessings every day. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. You fill my heart with hope. You're everywhere I go. So even if I'm feeling low, I still got this one thing, this I know. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give joy, and it's never ever going away. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise, cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Whoa, 'cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy, yeah. 'Cause I've got joy. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. Oh, I've got joy.
I hope you had a great time learning about creation, the very first story in the Bible. Now, if your family picked up a learning packet, now together you can work on all the items in lesson number 1. God created us to take care of his creation. So I want you to think about this week, what are some ways that you can take care of God's creation? Would that be picking up trash on the ground? Or being kind to animals? What about being kind to each other and taking care of each other? All of those ways are taking care of God's creation. And maybe you can come up with your own. Let's talk to God right now in prayer. So if you would, fold your hands, bow your heads, maybe close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath, and you can say the words after me. Dear God, thank you for loving me. Thank you for creating me. Help me to take care of your creation and show the world what an awesome God you are. In Jesus' name, amen. We'll see you next week in Kids Link.